All right, so before we do this part, we're going to come over to the wall. Have you seen something like this before?
Yes.
Where?
Walmart.
Walmart? Okay.
I think that, top of my head, I think at Walmart, either Target, Walmart, or some store, I think I've seen stuff like this.
Okay. And when you see something like this, what are your initial thoughts?
For the most part, first thing that comes to mind is, I don't have to worry about this. I don't limit plan.
Okay.
A few times I've ever had anything when I have family coming from another country to work or something.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, usually I bypass it.
Okay. So now I want to put you in the mindset of someone that is looking to save money. You have two lines. So you want to find something that is going to save you money for at least 2 lines. Okay? So what I'd like to understand from you is right now, I mean, this is pretty much, the selection. As you begin to filter down so that way you come up with, okay, you know what, I think this is a good deal, I think this is good value for 2 lines. I want to understand how you go from everything that's here down to the finalists, if you will. Okay?
No problem. Just from looking at it, this seems pretty empty, but not grabbing my attention as much. The green is popping out, simple mobile. So I'm looking at, so $50, 3 months of free Pandora, 25 gigs. All right, it's an unlimited talk text, so that seems good, but I'm looking for 2 lines for that. So I don't see anything about family plan. Just not looking for here.
And keep in mind, it doesn't necessarily have to be a 2-line plan. Maybe it's, 2 of, whatever plans that you see. So you're just looking for the best value.
Okay. And again, what has my attention now for the most part is this up here. And I just realized that different cards have different values, but
right.
Looking at, I guess, what's out there. It's a big Galaxy. So we have unlimited extra 55, and another 55 high-speed data. And also unlimited. Well, Galaxy 63. I'm just checking to see what gives me the most. So at least these 2 I see say unlimited. Well, this one I think says unlimited up here too. So that's good. So it's all the same. I'm gonna go for the cheaper one, which is 50 instead of 55. Okay, I mean double the data. I don't know. That's for two or not. And then from here, once I see the plan that I like, then I guess I'll look for the phone that I want.
Okay.
To me, I'll give more importance to this over the phone.
Right.
Because this one, I mean, this 15 looks small, but I don't see unlimited anywhere on here. So here's unlimited carryover. Not crazy about that.
Okay.
So far, looking at this one, the total wireless $50. For unlimited 25 gigs, which is more than the 16 I saw somewhere. 16 for 40. But again, it's maybe more. Another talk and text. Actually, all right. I just realized that's not unlimited data, so another talk and text. Data 55 for how much is that? I'm not sure how many gigs that's for, but $50 and pretty good for 25 gigs of data. And then looking at the phones, the total wireless, I have a Galaxy. Yeah, I prefer iPhone myself. But And 199, 299, a little pricier than the Galaxy. Fly at 200 for a 6S. And now I'm just checking to see the other plans to see if maybe they have phones that are cheap.
Okay.
So far, I haven't seen an iPhone with Simple Mobile yet. Other 6 iPhone, we got games. And see what I look at the iPhone here. So yeah, that's another thing I haven't even noticed that yet. But for the most part, at least from what I've seen, the only ones offering iPhones are it's total wireless. So yeah, I'd probably go for that. And so now with the whole 2-line thing that we were talking about, that 2 phones too, or how?
Well, it can be, but we can stop there. So now I wanted to bring your attention to this plan.
Okay.
And tell me what your initial thoughts are about that plan.
All right, I like that. I mean, the first thing that pops up, the big 75, but the truly unlimited. I mean, everything I've looked at so far is unlimited talk and text.
Mm.
This is unlimited data as well. So that seems very, very enticing. And again, I can't read too much of it here, but I'm thinking out of the 3 plans, we have something that says $50 truly unlimited.
Mm.
That sounds a lot better than $50 for something that's capping me at 25 gigs or whatever.
Okay.
Whatever that.
And other than the price, is there any other difference between these 2 plans?
Yeah, I see that these have the white background is pure green, it has white, it has this, I just noticed that 2-line plan. I don't know if that's what the white means, but, so that's better. So that's 2 lines for 75 or each 75, changes everything now. Doesn't compare 50 for truly unlimited for 1 line. For $25 more, I get 2 of them. Okay. So that's what, from that Slim Kit or Sim Kit. I thought it was Slim. My bad.
Okay, that's fine. So go ahead and have a seat in front of the computer, and I'll explain what we're doing. Okay. So the thought process behind this is you went to Best Buy, you looked at all of the plans that were available. Based on the plans that were available, you were looking for a multi-line plan that would save you a ton of money. You ultimately decided that you wanted to go with the 2-line $75 plan. So you purchased everything that you needed in order to get started. So you got your service plan. You already have phones, so you wanted to bring your own phone. So you got a couple of bring your own phone kits, and you're going to bring your service over to Simple Mobile. And in this case, it's going to be you and your brother. Here's the information for your personal phone. This is the information for your brother's phone. This third box is just a lot of other personal information. So the important thing to remember is you're not going to use any of your own personal information. If you need something, it's going to be on this piece of paper.
Okay.
Okay? So click on the first tab. A couple more things. You're brand new to Simple Mobile, so you do not have an account. Okay, so this is the first time going to the Simple Mobile site. You do want to transfer your phone numbers and bring them over to Simple Mobile, but this is your first time really doing anything for Simple Mobile. Okay, there's a penny, scissors. You will have to open these. I left the scissors there just to make it a little bit simpler. Okay. Once you've activated your service, by bringing both your lines over to Simple Mobile, I'll come back in and we'll do one more activity. Okay?
Thank you very much.
And you can go ahead and start. So I'll give you a little hint.
Okay.
The code that you're going to use, depending on what phone you're using, will be here or here.
Okay. All right. So
Actually, okay, so I'm going to give you a different profile.
okay.
So if you can kind of start all over.
Sure.
And yeah, I didn't realize that that's
No worries. Thank you.
So, where are we at?
Account summary page, I created everything and has a summary of all my, everything. I don't think I've created an account yet. It hasn't asked me for email, date of birth. So, should I create an account?
So I'll let you figure that out.
Okay.
I'll give you a couple of minutes and then I'll come back in.
All right.
So what'd you find out?
Yeah, it already has an account for me.
Okay.
And it doesn't have a first name. It lets me edit and manage the profile, but especially I notice when it says sign out up here, it means, all right, sign out, that means it must be signed in. So
Okay.
Edit the data.
And how do you know you're done?
Well, I've gotten 2 confirmations already. When I added each line, I got a confirmation for each one, and then the summary page.
Mm.
And I remember reading something that, the phone lines aren't still active, so I can't use the phone just yet. I guess the number has to come over from my current one.
Right.
But the fact that I got the confirmation for those 2, I feel comfortable enough. I mean, maybe just printing the summary page or saving a copy of it and closing out.
Okay.
But again, then a day from now, I want to go back in and I go, what's my username, what's my password? I don't know. So that's the only thing that.
So confusion around, you said username, password, because you don't know if you created an account?
Correct. It didn't prompt me.
Okay.
It would have been nicer if it says, create your account now, so that, again, if I were to close out of this and I come back, I have a username and password. I mean, I'm sure since it has my phone numbers, that with my phone numbers and the PIN or whatever, I'd be able to get back in. But it would have been nicer if it says, all right, here's what's next. Create username, create password, or whatever.
Okay. So as it relates to the service plan that you purchased, have you confirmed that what you paid for is what you actually have?
Actually, I was reading through, it showed me 50. Now that you mentioned that, I remember seeing 50, a lot of the number 50, but I didn't. I assumed it was correct.
Okay.
But I can go to...
And when you say you assumed it was correct, what are you referring to?
I'm referring that since I put in the numbers that were on, on this data plan, I'm assuming that it knows, based on the PIN for line 1 and line 2, it knows what plan I have. So I would think, hey, this is what I paid for, this is what I plugged in. I don't see a reason why I would get something different than what was on there. But to your point, didn't take the time to read every single line item and every detail, which I'm guilty of sometimes.
Okay. So how much will you be paying next month?
$75.
Okay.
Truly unlimited, no contract, $375 plus tax. But it's a good point. I can sure go back in here and check somewhere, go back to either hit the back key, see if it might still be there, or somewhere in my account to be able to see. I remember seeing something about re-up, but re-up I'm assuming is adding more, but my mentality was if it's unlimited, what do I want to re-up for?
Okay.
I have everything I paid for.
Okay. So I have one more thing that we're going to do.
Yeah.
And this is really just your knee-jerk reaction. So I'm going to flip the flip chart up. Underneath here, there are going to be 3 plans. Without giving it too much thought, I want you to tell me which plan jumps out at you the most. Okay?
$75, number 2.
Number 2. And why did this one jump out the most?
Two lines, 75 is huge. It's, the contrast, I guess, the white and the green. I mean, looking at it now, and without even taking the time to really read it, I see there's 2 lines unlimited for 75. It's pretty much the same thing for the first and second, but I guess the variation of color, the pink, white, and the big number 75. I don't only that little pink thing, these 2 lines up top.
Okay. All right, good. And that's it. You're finished.
That's it.
That is it.
Okay.
So just make sure you have all your stuff.
Yeah.
Don't worry about my stuff because I'll clean all that up. And you already saw Denise, the other young lady you were the first person. Second person on the front desk. You were the first person. So like Clear Cache cookies, we got all that
Yes,
stuff.
we have to log out and clear cache.
And then on the Mac, we can shut this down. And then I'm going to close down the GoToMeeting.
Okay.